Hello and welcome everyone to Cafe. I'm Carissa Clark.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. It is great to be back with you to share all of the fun and exciting events happening this week.
So the Central Florida Zoo, it is such a magical place.
And a wonderful time for families to spend time together among live nature.
Yes, every day of the year.
Yes.
It's wonderful. Check it out.
Here at the Central Florida Zoo, we are at the South American primate habitat, and there are a couple, that's 3 new residents in the exhibit that we're about to see come out behind us. They are squirrel monkeys who are joining the troop of spider monkeys that are here, and this is Chris Torge, who is the Director of Animal Operations. And I've noticed a lot of activity behind us because your keepers have been very busy putting out some new snacks, some new activities, because you have to keep these guys busy.
Correct. So every morning we go inside the habitats and we service the exhibits, we clean it up, and then we make it really active and add a lot of environmental enrichment for the animals since they are so smart. We want to keep them busy and keep them active during the day. So we give them different types of puzzle feeders to get their food and their breakfast. So that's what the keepers are doing right now. They're setting up the habitat for all of the 8 monkeys that want to come out and get their breakfast.
But as we're standing here talking and waiting for the monkeys to come out, with the squirrel monkeys, learning about that species has been interesting for me. Oh, hello, buddy. We've got a couple visitors over here this morning.
Yeah, that's one of our squirrel monkeys.
So that's one of the squirrel monkeys.
Yes.
Tell me a little bit about why those are so unique.
So we acquired the squirrel monkeys because we wanted to add a new species of primate to the habitat, and there is a need for institutions that belong to the American Zoo and Aquarium Association to house bachelor troops of squirrel monkeys. And since we realized that we kind of had the space and the ability to do so, we partnered with several other zoos here in the United States, and we were able to bring these 3 boys in.
So over here behind us, we're noticing these are the spider monkeys, yes?
Yes, this is one of our juvenile spider monkeys that's about 2 years old. So yeah, so we have these bowling pins which look like toys to our guests, but this is part of our environmental enrichment program. So you can see that there's some food smeared on them, makes it a little bit more difficult. These guys like the bright colors, and they know that the keepers have come out here this morning and hidden all sorts of types of food. I saw the keepers hide some raisins in there, which is one of their high value food items that they love.
Oh, so it's a little bit of a treasure hunt
Correct.
in there.
Yes. Try to get it before your neighbor does.
So you've gotten a lot of great reaction from guests with the new squirrel monkeys. They are so cute, but there's a lot to keep in mind with monkeys. They're not good pets, and they are real strong and pretty destructive, which is why you guys have to keep them so busy.
Correct. So we do like to remind our guests to be very smart when you do choose a pet, and we do not encourage anybody to choose any sort of primate as a pet because they are so difficult to keep. And we have the expertise here with our talented keeper staff, with our veterinarian department, with our nutritionist, in order to maintain the proper health and husbandry for these animals. So you can go to the AZA website or Not a Pet to learn more about why primates aren't the best pet to have in your house.
Well, this is a good way for you all to show this species because it is so much fun to watch.
Yes.
Hey, buddy. Hi. They're so curious and so cute. So you can see why people would be drawn towards
Correct.
these animals. But yet, that really is a problem that organizations are seeing out there.
Yes, we unfortunately get calls all of the time wanting to know if we can take in any abandoned primates or macaws or tortoises. So we really don't have any more room to do that. So it is a crisis here in the United States. So the purpose of this exhibit is to showcase the fact that we want guests to be informed about the pets that they choose and to not choose primates as pets.
So we're seeing some of the swinging happening, some of the different, basically enrichment activities that your keepers have to do to entertain these animals on a daily basis.
Yes, it's a lot of work. We give them enrichment 3 different times a day, so that could be novel food items, different types of toys for them to interact with, different scents, even different smells.
Sorry, I'm distracted.
That's okay. They're doing their job.
It really is so much fun, but it also is an opportunity for you all to help educate all of your guests who come in here. And we're seeing people, you know, even behind us who want to interact with these, and this is the safest and the best way to do it.
Correct, yes. If you want to learn about primates and you want to see primate behavior and enjoy watching primates, come to the Central Florida Zoo. We monitor their diets and their weights constantly to make sure that they're always at the optimal weight.
Awesome. And the optimal weight for a squirrel monkey?
They're going to be a couple of pounds, but it also
So
depends
small.
on each individual too. So we monitor them so much that we keep trends and we know who should be higher, who should be lower. So yeah.
Well, you guys do a great job.
Thank
and if you would like to come down and see the spider monkeys and the new squirrel monkeys, check out the Central Florida Zoo's website and come on down and give us a visit.
Exactly.
All the fun stuff.
So fun. It's so special. It never disappoints.
Nice, nice.
It's happy and beautiful.
Head over.
Head over there.
Yeah.
Get the energy out of the kids. Get your steps
love it.
in. Enjoy nature.
They will love it.
They will love it. Bring the little ones to story time at Lou Gardens on December 1st. Families can relax on blankets as librarians lead short, engaging sessions perfectly tuned to each age group. Infants, toddlers, and preschoolers each get their own mini story time. So every child has a special moment to listen, sing, and smile. Plus, it's free day at the gardens, a perfect excuse to linger and explore. For the Storytime schedule, visit lugardens.org.
The holidays officially sparkle to life at the City of Orlando's tree lighting celebration on December 5th at Lake Eola. Music floats from the Walt Disney Amphitheater, food trucks line the walkways, and young faces turn upward as the 64-foot tree bursts into color. Come early and find a spot and soak in the cheer. Find more details at downtownorlando.com. And if you're unable to make it to the tree lighting, you can catch the synchronized light and music Christmas tree show every evening through January 5th.
Step back in time at 2025 Cracker Christmas at Fort Christmas on December 6th and 7th. Craftspeople demonstrate heritage skills like blacksmithing and woodworking, and community vendors offer homemade gifts rich with local character. The historic cabins and buildings are dressed for the season, setting the mood for story sharing and slow strolling. It's the warm, homespun side of December you'll want to experience. For more details, visit FortChristmasHistoricalSociety.org.
Orlando Ballet's The Nutcracker returns to the Dr. Phillips Center, wrapping the season in Tchaikovsky's lush score and dreamlike spectacle. From Clara's first enchanting glimpse of the Nutcracker to the land of sweets, each scene arrives in a flourish of sparkling costumes and grand jetés. It is a perfect first ballet for children and a beloved tradition for longtime fans. Enjoy family-friendly showtimes and pre-show children's activities during select performances all December long. For tickets and more details, visit drphillipscenter.org. Tammy Diener Lafferty, who is a curator at the Alvin Palacic Museum and Sculpture Gardens, joins us to tell us about this very, very special place in our area. Welcome, Tammy. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you very much for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Every time I say Alvin Palacic Museum and Sculpture Gardens to somebody, their eyes light up.
Yes.
For people who haven't been, tell them what they will experience once they go there.
Well, I would say, many people say, oh, I have never heard of it, or I have never been there and I've heard of it. So I just want to say, I hope that everyone will come to visit. It is a very special place. It's located in Winter Park, Florida, on the shores of Lake Osceola. And it is not only a museum, it is also, we have an historic home. We have a sculpture garden located on the shores of Lake Osceola. And And we also have an art gallery with rotating exhibits that we rotate 4 times a year with different, upcoming and new artists. We have an annual event called Winter Park Paint Out, which is very popular in Winter Park and is a lot of fun. And we also have Capen House, which is a second historic home, and there we host events, weddings and conferences, and it's available for rent.
Now, you just sort of slid the Sculpture Gardens in there.
Yes,
but
I
it
did.
really is a
Yes.
very special place.
It is a special place. I highly recommend people come and spend a day there. The Sculpture Gardens, it's a 3-acre sculpture garden, just lush with all kinds of different tropical plants. And nestled within the plants, you'll find as you turn around every corner, the beautiful sculptures created by Alban Polasek. He built this home in 1950 when he retired, and he built it to be his studio and his home, and he was inspired by the same sights that you'll see when you visit there, the beautiful landscaping and the beautiful view of the lake, and he designed those gardens himself to display his sculptures.
It's a wonderful experience. It's reflective, contemplative, but also just so artistic.
Yes.
You're seeing so much beautiful design. The atmosphere, of course, and the setting is
Yes.
just amazing to be there on the lake. So if people wanted to bring their family, would kids really enjoy it as well?
Yes, we're definitely very welcoming to families. I think, one of the best parts is our 3-acre sculpture garden, so the kids can go out and run around in the gardens. It's fine to go up to the sculptures and touch them and interact with them. And we do have docent-led museum guided tours of the historic home, which will tell you all about the life of Alban Polasek and about his artwork. But I would say they're pretty brief, and I think most kids would be able to follow along and enjoy it, yes.
So Tammy, tell me about Winter Park Paint Out. What would people experience if they participate?
Winter Park Paint Out is, one of the cultural events of the year in Orlando. It's very popular. It's been held since 2011, and the Winter Park Paint Out consists of plein air painters. 24, nationally recognized plein air painters. Plein air means outdoor painting. Come for Winter Park Paint Out for a week-long festival. And in that week, these painters create, up to 250 paintings. Our gallery is turned into a wet room, and as they paint, their paintings are hung in the wet room. And they are all available for sale. The proceeds help to benefit the museum and the artists as well. They paint on site at the Polasek Museum. The museum and the festival is free all week long. And we have painting demonstrations, so some of these artists will give demonstrations as to their techniques and how they paint. It's just a really wonderful, wonderful place to be. The painters can be found all over different sites around Winter Park and Orlando. So if you see, during the last week of April, we have this annual event every year. If you see painters painting away, it's most likely that they are part of Winter Park Paint Out.
And with the Sculpture Garden and just the beautiful locale, is there event space that you could have an event there?
Oh yes, we're very popular for weddings. In 2014, the museum had the opportunity to purchase, it's called Capen House. Capen House was located on the other shore of Lake Osceola, and the land was purchased and the house was to be demolished. And so a bunch of concerned citizens, including the Polasek Museum, got together and raised funds to save the Capen House. And they were able to, in a very short amount of time, raise enough funds to move and restore the home. So yes, it was moved across the lake. So I was not there at this time, but I've seen photos, and from what I understand, the house was actually cut in half, and then it was put on barges and floated across the lake to the Polasek property, and there it was reassembled together and restored, and it's just a beautiful historic building from the beginning of the 20th century, like early 1900s. Beautiful wood floors. It's just a lovely place to be. And it is available for weddings. We have many weddings, engagement parties, even business conference meetings there. It's a very photogenic spot. You can be married on the shores of Lake Osceola in the midst of the beautiful sculpture garden.
Very nice,
Yes.
very nice. And what a story you'll have to tell about your venue
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
Well, Tammy, thank you for being with us. And if you haven't been to the Palacic Museum and Sculpture Gardens, make your way there. It is one of the gems here in Central Florida.
Thank you.
The Winter Park Chamber of Commerce is proud to host Ye Olde Christmas Parade on December 6th at 9 a.m. The parade rolls down Park Avenue with small town charm and big holiday spirit as marching bands strike up festive tunes, floats wave by, and Santa saves a smile for every child. Stake out your favorite spot as the community celebrates together for a classic December morning. Learn more at winterpark.org.
Start off your holiday festivities at Avalon Park's annual Avalon Aglow event on December 6th. Starting at 3 p.m., enjoy the food and festivities while catching live performances and a parade around downtown Avalon. Watch as Avalon Park transforms into a winter wonderland with real snow, train rides, and even an appearance by Santa Claus. A nighttime fireworks finale wraps up the evening with a sparkling bang, and you can learn more at avalonparkorlando.com.
Downtown Winter Gardens Christmas Parade brings a sleigh full of joy to its brick-lined streets on December 6th at 10 a.m. Floats will glide past cheering crowds, local groups will march in time, and holiday melodies will make every corner feel bright. The historic Winter Garden setting adds a hallmark touch you'll want to enjoy every year. The parade starts on Dillard Street, so arrive early for a prime view and festive photo ops. For the official weekend lineup and parade info, visit cwgdn.com.
As night falls, Lou Gardens becomes a dreamscape at Dazzling Nights, an immersive holiday light experience now until January 4th. Walk through glowing tunnels, linger by luminous groves, and discover surprises that make the grounds feel otherworldly. The installations spark wonder for all ages and make incredible holiday photos. Peak nights sell fast, so for tickets and more information, visit dazzlingorlando.com.
Oh my goodness.
This is the holiday season.
I'm so
is upon
excited.
us.
Don't you love it?
It's
All
here.
of the lights and all the music.
Yeah.
Happy cheer.
It's, it's almost like a grounding. When you get to the end of the year and Christmas happens, it's like you get grounded back into your childhood, the future. It's really a great time. Not that I'm, like.
Is this your favorite holiday?
This is not the Christmas story.
Is it your favorite holiday or one of?
One of.
One of.
Yeah.
I love it too. I like that it reminds me of my childhood.
Yes.
It makes me remember just that little girl inside, and I get to enjoy the holiday through my kids' eyes. And it's so special.
That's really nice.
I really love that.
Well,
Very
enjoy.
Nice. Yes. All right, well, that wraps up this week of events. If you have one you'd like to share with us for next month, send us an email at cafe@ocfl.net. I'm Carissa.
And I'm Clarence Reynolds. Remember to join us next week to see what's new and exciting in your community.
Hello and welcome to Taste the Town. I'm Carissa Clark. I'm here at Lime Fresh Mexican Grill, and I have the privilege of introducing you to the Brand Director of Operations, Mr. John Pavano. John, thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Thanks for coming in today.
Well, I am such a huge fan of fresh food, and I have a feeling that you at home might be as well. Fresh goes a long way, and that's what you're known for, am I right?
No microwaves, small walk-in coolers. Our food is rotated out about every 3 days. So we try to keep it as fresh as possible. We're not ripping stuff out of bags when you're in the restaurant. Everything from our salsas to our sauces. We cook everything in-house, so
Right.
we're very proud of that.
Right. I am too, because I think it's a big deal. So what do you have for us here today?
So this is our play on hot honey. So hot honey has increased in popularity over the years. I'm sure you've seen it in many restaurants. But we decided to go and put it on a flatbread pizza. So we wanted to elevate our pizzas. You've probably seen Mexican pizzas in other restaurants, but we elevated a little bit. We're using a non-flatbread here instead of using a typical tortilla that you would see in other restaurants. And we're gonna take our fresh Roja salsa, not too spicy, is my favorite. Great for dipping with chips and whatever you wanna put on tacos. And we're just gonna kind of spread it on here. You know, this is gonna be our substitute for what you would traditionally use for tomato sauce on most pizzas. Take our little spoon, and we wanna make sure that we're spreading this around because you want a bite of everything in every bite, right? So, and
That's right. It's just generous enough too.
and we don't want too much on there, because then you get off the out of the oven and you get that drip come down and it burns your lips. So we don't want that.
Don't want
happening.
that. No.
So here we have a mixed cheese. So we're using a cheddar jack mix.
Okay.
And once again, we want to make sure it's generous. Everyone likes cheesy pizza, so we're gonna make sure. And I'm a messy cook, so
That's all right.
it's like
We enjoy it. You get messy in the kitchen, right?
when you play sports, you know, you haven't played hard enough if you don't walk out dirty, right? So
That's
same
true.
thing in the kitchen.
He is committed to the process. I love it.
So we have our grilled chicken here. So we our grilled chicken, what we did is we grilled it, we diced it up, and then we put a small amount of the hot honey on there, so we make sure
Okay.
it soaks into the
A
chicken.
small amount.
A small amount, not
Okay, a
not
little
too
bit goes
much.
a long way.
Remember, we don't want to overpower,
So it's the
Or-
balance with all of these flavors.
and we're going to be generous on this too. See, and
can
we
smell it.
got a little extra hot honey in there, so let's just kind of add some flavor there.
Yeah.
So
Ooh, love that. I personally am a huge fan, so I'm glad that this is around. You know, everyone's celebrating.
So pickled red onions, we do all our own pickling also. So as I said, nothing out of a bag. We do the cut. We want to be generous, make sure we have some pickled red onion. And at this point, after we do this is when we're going to cook it. Now we do this a little non-traditionally in the restaurant. A lot of our restaurants don't have ovens, so we had to figure out a way to do it. So we actually cook this on top of a flat top.
Oh.
So you get a lot of those flavors from cooking on the flat top.
Oh, I didn't know you could do
So,
that.
yeah,
That's
and we
great.
put a little cap over it.
Oh,
melt
sure.
the cheese. We pretty much make an oven on the
That
on the
is
flat
cool.
top.
That's a great
So-
idea.
So a little bit
Okay.
unconventional. So we have a partnership with Tapanero. We recently just brought in all their hot sauces, and we created a hot sauce bar in our restaurants. So we use Tapanero to make our hot honey. So basically pure honey, some Tapanero, chili flakes, some paprika, some garlic. So after it comes out of the oven, we're gonna kind of spread that around. So we add a little bit of extra sweetness.
That is exciting.
So we get that extra sweetness on there.
A lot of flavor,
Sweet and savory.
a little bit of
sweet and
color.
savory.
Yes, I love sweet and savory.
And when we're done with that, we make an avocado ranch. So we use fresh avocado. It's basically fresh avocado ranch dressing. So we're gonna have that little drizzle on there too. Kind of give you a little bit extra flavor on there. Once again, bursting with flavor. Taste buds are gonna love this pizza here. So some more cheese, cotija cheese. Make
He's
sure we're
feeling
generous on
cheesy.
that, yeah.
John's feeling cheesy.
And top it off with what some people don't like too often, cilantro.
So that's an option.
Yeah.
That's an option
So-
for you. So if you don't like it, that's okay.
This nice, fresh, hot honey
Oh,
flatbread.
this is amazing.
Looks
I am
delicious.
so excited to have a bite. I have been waiting. Okay, so here we go. So good. John, that's so good. Delicious. Thank you, John. Please go to our website for more information. I invite you to come here to Lime Fresh Mexican Grill for your taste of the town. Until then, I'll see you around town.